we're doing question 9. K is equal to 7, m minus k is equal to 4. Work out the value of 9k minus 3m. So we know k, we do not know m, so let's work it out with simple algebra. So m, replace the k with 7. So m minus k is the same as m minus 7, which is equal to 4. Just bring it across and change the sign. It'll be 4 plus 7. Therefore, m is equal to 11. So we're going to substitute this now into the second part, 9k minus 6m. So 9k is 9 by 7, and minus 6m is minus 6 by 11. So let's work these out separately. So 9 by 7 is 63. 6 by 11 is 66. It's also negative. So 63 minus 66 will be minus 3. And that's our answer. So far so good. Factorize fully the following expression. 8ax minus 14bx plus 4ay minus 7by. So if we look at this, we need to factorize it, but there's 4 terms. So this would suggest that we're doing grouping. So we're going to get 2 groups of 2. So first of all, let's look at the commonality with the numbers. So we have 8 minus 14, 4 and negative 7. So we can do pairs here, negative 14, negative 7. 4 and 8 have also commonality as they're both divisible by 4. So we're going to split up the terms in that manner. Okay, so that would be the most important step. Then we can factor out the highest common factor in the sets of terms. So let's start. So 8ax and 4ay. That's the first group. And let's write the second group as well. So the larger number will go first. So we'll have minus 14bx. So we're going to color this so we can separate them out. So we have minus 14bx. And then we have it minus 7by. Now let's look at the highest common factor for each set. So now we're going to have 4a, which is common on both terms here, and then we can take out the 4a from 8ax and we will get 2x. We'll take out 4a from 4ay and we will get plus y. And now we're going to repeat the same process for the second set. So what can we take out there? Well, let's look at it. So we definitely can take out 7, and that's as high as we can go. So we'll take out negative 7, as they're both negative. And we'll also take out the b. Right, so we have 2x inside and plus y. Minus 7b by y is already above. Okay, so now we have one final step. So as you can see, there's 2 common brackets here which are the same. So we're going to group them together. So we're going to group the actual terms, okay, in 2 sets. Okay, so the second one will be common. So we're going to get 4a minus 7b all by the common factor, which is 2x plus y. And that's your answer. On to part C, and I've already started because we're going to write these 2 fractions as a single fraction. So the first step there is to multiply across. So we're going to multiply across. Okay, take the denominator here, multiply it up by the 3, take the denominator there on the second fraction and multiply it across up by the 2. Then we're going to multiply these two together. So let's get started. So we're going to get 2 by 3x plus 5 on top, and also a negative 3 by 2x plus 1 on the right hand side as our numerators, and down below we're going to get the two denominators multiplied together, and we can just write them alongside each other. You do not need to multiply them out as it's already simple when it's in the brackets. So let's multiply out the two parts here, and we're going to get 6x plus 10, and over here we are going to multiply these two, get negative 6x minus 3. So take your time, be careful with the signs, and down below then we have the two brackets from the original multiplication. So up above, it's going to simplify. The 6x's will cancel as one is positive and one is negative, and we will get 10 minus 3 for the numbers. So the final result is 7 over 2x plus 1 by 3x plus 5. That's it. And finally, solve the equation and give your answer to 2 decimal places. So this is a quadratic equation. So usually we could factorize it and then set the factors to 0 and solve for the roots. But when we get a result in the format of decimal places, well, we need to use the quadratic formula or the minus b formula. So here it is. So each of the coefficients, or the numbers before the x squared, the x and the number, will be the a, b and c, which will go into our formula. So as you can see, we have a is equal to 2 is the coefficient of the x squared, b is equal to negative 7, not plus 7, you got to keep the sign, and negative 3 is the number on the right hand side. So let's put it all into the quadratic formula, and you can look this up on your log tables, page 20. So x is equal to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So it'll be minus brackets minus 7, as the minus 7 is the input, and then inside this square root we'll have minus 7 squared is b squared minus 4 by a by c, which is minus 4 by 2 by negative 3 all over 2a, which is 2 by 2. Okay, so let's see what we get. So that you can put it all into your calculator and then do the plus first. Okay, so for the plus, we would just go up here, put the plus in first, and we'll get a result of 3.886 or 886. Okay, so we call that x1, that's provisional, and then we're going to round that to 2 decimal places afterwards. And for x2 then, the second root, which is for the negative, and that will be negative 0.386. Alright, so let's round them to do the 2 decimal places as required. So what we're going to do now is focus on the third and fourth term. Okay, so the 86 becomes 90, so it'll be 3.89. Let's look at x2. The 86 will become 90 again. The 86 will push up. If it was 84, it would go down to 80. So as it's 86, it will go up to 90. So the answer is minus 0.39 for the 90. And that's it. Thank you for watching Maths Plus.